So what's your favorite thing this year? This year is different. I heard you're doing something different as far as giving back. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the first year that we've ever done a entire year program for one charity, and that is the American Heart Association. So we're kicking off our Driven campaign. It's called Driven Hearts, and that will be a whole year-long campaign. We donated, my wife and I donated a 1988 Chevrolet 35th anniversary Corvette that will be auctioning off on Saturday evening at 5:30, and all the proceeds go to the American Heart Association. We have another great car for charity. We're selling the first ever Ford GT to be auctioned off to the general public. That will be at approximately 8:30 on Saturday. We have 10 charity vehicles that we're selling. 2 on Saturday also for General Motors, one for George Bush's charity. That will be at 4:30 on Saturday. It's a great week of cars. The way the weather's looking, it's going to be a great year out here.
Do you? One of the cars I heard was personal to you, to your heart, right? That you taught your daughter to drive in it.
Yeah, that's the car that we're selling. Dave Ressler gave us the car, and gave my mom and I the car at our 35th anniversary auction, and he passed away suddenly a couple months ago.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And he bought a lot of charity cars. He bought the first Corvette ZR1 for $1 million. Very philanthropic gentleman. We also lost another great customer to a heart attack, Greg Mousy, who bought a lot of great charity cars. Actually, one of his was George Bush's pickup truck that we had auctioned off. And then he donated it back, and we sold it again. So we've lost a couple of great customers to heart-related issues, and that's why we're doing it.
Awesome. 2 more questions, maybe 3. Let's start with the cars. You've been doing this obviously your whole life. What's the best thing you're looking for, cars-wise, that you're looking forward to this year? Something cool.
Oh, there's so many cool cars. But on Saturday, we've got the 68 L88 two-tone blue car. It's done in Le Mans blue. It's identical to my second car that I had. I love the way that car looks. Steve Todhunter's collection of supercars. They're all lined up in the 10 over here. Spectacular. Probably the best selection of Shelbys we've ever had. I collect Shelbys and Cobras myself. The winningest GT350R, that is what really made Carroll Shelby's name, was racing those Shelbys, and this is the winningest one ever. Selling the 66 Shelby prototype, VIN number 1. That's another very special car. 3 Cobras, a 427 Cobra, a 289 Cobra, and the Dragon Snake Cobra. So across the board. And I think probably the sexiest car here is the Talbot Lago that we have with the Sauchek coachwork on it. Beautiful French car. So we sell everything from modern supercars, American muscle cars, and everything in between.
Do you have, everyone wants to know every year, what's the big ticket item? Well, this one might go for $5 million, this one might go for $1 million, or what's the big ticket item that's probably going to sell for the most?
I think it'll be between Ron Pratt's Ford GT that's selling for charity, the Talbot Lago, but then there's always wild cards. You never know.
All right. Last couple of questions. You already mentioned that Barrett-Jackson is not just a car show. And talk a little bit again about how this is, food, fun, family, and music. What are some of the guests that are coming out here? What are some of the events that are going on other than cars?
Well, we have sort of a nightclub that we set up. That's why we do twilight tickets if you want to come out here after work. Barrett-Jackson is a scene. We'll do 350,000 plus people here. It's one of the largest festivals in the world. Bigger than Coachella, Lollapalooza. This is a major event. Sort of like the Phoenix Open. Barrett-Jackson kicks it off. The Open's the biggest golf tournament. We're the biggest car auction. But it's a lifestyle event. There is so much stuff going on out here. It is a beehive of activity. It's great people watching. You never know who you're going to see here. You know, last year we try not to say who the celebrities are until they come, because you never know whether schedules are going to change. But there's some very special guests coming that I'm not allowed to say. But I'd be here on the weekend. It's going to be a spectacular weekend.
All right. Anything we're missing here, sir?
I don't think so. I think, whether you love cars or not, this is a happening out here at Barrett-Jackson. If you love cars, this is Mecca for you.